4 days ago, we got this determination. Give us 90 days to. Again, I hesitate because it's hard to put into words. It's ridiculous. Vacate and rehabilitate to its natural state. We're supposed to remove the junk within 90 days, or they will, and they'll bill Carl Oberg for it. Hundreds of people have come up and enjoyed this place for what it is. And along comes this guy from the BLM, a new field office manager, and it's pretty much his decision it can't be. And he's condemned it. It's always been there. It's always been under the surface.
How long is always?
Oh, since I came here in April of '77. We knew whoever was the caretaker, me, Michael before me, were given permission to live in this cabin, which is on Carl Oberg's Flora lode mining claim. And, see, full disclosure, honest, straight up honest, living on a mining claim under the pretense of mining, whatever the actuality, pretense or hard at it, doesn't entitle you to what I've been able to have. Unchallenged. Okay, 12 of these years, the last 12 years, was the BLM willing to sell to Carl Oberg more land to adjoin what he already has, the new land to underlie here. And 12 years of gonna sell, inspectors from every realm, botanists, biologists, hazardous materials, surveyors, assessors, geologists, and honchos, secretaries with clipboards, been up here furthering this towards what we all wanted and were desirous of having. And last Tuesday, Carl got a letter saying, I'm not sure yet, on the technical basis of something, all bets are off, you're dead in the water, you belly up, clear out, the 90-day clock is ticking. And I just can't quite go with that. Even farther back than I thought. It was November of '94 when Larry Vredenberg, geologist, was the first representative of the BLM to ever set foot here and realize I am and have been here at that time 18 years. He looked surprised and surprised. He said, well, would you be willing to buy? I said, sure, if I have to. He didn't say, you have 90 days, you're a trespass occupant, who do you think you are? You can't do this, you can't live for free. Oh yeah, this ain't living for free, for starters. And nobody that cops an attitude, resents me doing it, could do it in a million years. They wouldn't want to, and they couldn't if they thought they could. I'm not getting away with anything. That's usually an assumption or unspoken vibe. Most of it is, wow, I didn't know people really lived like this. The water comes out of the mountain. It's the best water there is. There's no electricity except for batteries and an inverter, and they haven't been here that long. I get TV signals from somewhere on an antenna ever since '84 when somebody offered me a little 12-volt TV. The road is a hell of a piece of road. The first half of 0.8 of a mile is whoops, like climbing a roller coaster. You click, 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 click. I never thought I'd see this place on fire like it was, surrounded. On the second day, literally surrounded. The water drops, and the guy called in the S2s again, and the dozer, and this was left. There's fire up to there, there's fire up to there, there's fire down to there, and this big pine in front was scorched brown, like 1 degree away from combusting. And it was all still here. Everything I'd ever brought up from the warehouse or pilfered from Carl's, right, was left. Nothing else was left. And that just blew my mind even more. Here I am still, all my stuff, a lot of the original stuff. That's miraculous. That was 3 years ago, last end of June.
So you think that maybe indicates someone was looking after this place?
Oh, I have to see it like that. I'm not the only one. It would have been quick end. They'd have been happy.
You talking about God or
no,
the spirits or?
Oh, good question. Let me give the right answer. There's been people here for as long as there have been people. The Indians a few hundred years ago, or primitive man thousands of years ago. It might be a vortex kind of thing. It might be one of those earth grid intersections.
But, you know, there is some kind of vibe here. I go with that, you know. It's certainly a spiritual place.
Yeah, more than I know. And I'm willing to see anything I've never seen anywhere, you know. Aliens or Jesus or Satan or Bigfoot or somebody, let's see, time travel, past lives, future lives, immortals of any sort.
You left out aliens.
Oh, they're in there. They're all 47 kinds of them, you know. The scary ones, the reptilians, and the things we can't even imagine. Things that have no form or body. If you told me I had to be here for the rest of my life and I have no other choice, my nature, my inclination would be to run, like getting out of the Navy was.
When were you in the Navy?
68 through 72, pretty much.
What'd you do?
I was a crewman in the airplane that dropped the fire retardant here 2 different times. The S-2. I was an anti-submarine warfare operator, number 3 operator, in a plane that search, identifies, localizes, and destroys enemy submarines. Hee-haw. With a torpedo, one torpedo with a nuclear warhead that I, as number 3, had to arm in sequence with co-pilot, number 3 pilot, or number 4 operator, who's been issued a 38, supposed to shoot whoever nuts up and won't arm the weapon. Hee-haw. Like the missile silo guys, they each got a key and they each got a gun. Ready? Shoot each other. We wouldn't get away from the torpedo or the blast much either. I mean, like these, what that plane turns out to be good for is saving this place. It's a Grumman S-2E tracker airplane. Instead of a torpedo and it gains altitude, but we're trying to chug away at 210 miles an hour from a subsurface tactical nuclear weapon. We wouldn't be blown out of the sky, but we'd ditch in the ocean, right? Okay, this is a little bit of everything. Nuke the gay whales for Christ, you kamikaze patriot. Young man, 20. That was a trip. To get to launch and recover quite a few times off a carrier. You know, you got to be a officer, a pilot. The only place enlisted got to do that was at the time in that plane. And that's a trip.
So you, as an enlisted man, you launched and recovered on
because I was one of the 4 people in these planes. We were on a carrier, the Ticonderoga, that's all it was, is helicopter and fixed wing anti-sub squadrons.
How come you want to live here? Why don't you want to live in a...
It's a wonderment to me. Oh, anywhere
in a house,
more. Because I think this has spoiled me that way. Somewhere else would have to be as much like this, or so much different, like as in another country, a tropical foreign country. But I wouldn't live anywhere else in this valley. I'll leave in a hot second if it's for my selfish motives, because I want to, and vice versa. Or the opposite is true.
Yeah.
I never disallow I could go anywhere and do anything. But that's going to be after I get out of jail for being taken away from here in handcuffs. I'm serious. I know that's the inevitable. What do you call it? That's in one word, inevitable. Result of this course. I hope they reconsider. I hope the most I have to do is put in a legal coded septic, because I'm county property. And if I don't pay my property taxes, they'll take it away. Then I'll go to Guatemala. No, the other place. Yeah, Nicaragua. No, wait. That's hopscotch down there. Costa Rica and Belize are as stable as can be. You know what somebody said? Yeah, but that's the absolute worst place to be when the oceans rise, or the tsunami from each side, okay? Different ocean levels anyway. The isthmus. Well, hell, I said, one of the reasons I'll be there is to go scuba diving. How long does it take to get gear on? What a lot of people would say, what a normal person would say is, you're going to come along and at the stroke of your pen condemn what amounts to be my life, and well, what am I supposed to do then? I've marveled myself, and still do, at how lucky I am to be here. I was made for it. It was made for me. So it could have gone any other way, but, you know, Michael could have asked somebody else to do what I started doing on April 1st, 1977. April Fool's Day is appropriate enough. And okay, a temporary caretaker. My truck was running, so was my Volkswagen Bug, and I could put everything I owned into and on them. And I was ready to be the mobile hippie in the late 70s. And this opportunity presented itself. I never thought I'd be sitting here in the year 2006. For God's sakes.